Welcome to Selena Yoga Jams. I'm Selena. Thank you so much for being here. Today's practice, we're working as always on reconnecting with ourselves, connecting with the earth, the sky, and the wisdom that flows through all. And on the physical level, we're just getting things moving. So if you've been feeling a little stiff, this is a good practice for you. Tight hips, you're in the right spot. So thanks so much for being here. Take care. All right. So as usual, let's just shake it out, sigh, anything that helps you feel good. Any kind of sound or movements that helps you to release and fully arrive. I'm adding like a little step, but it's whatever you want. Okay, a few more. Okay, let's keep the step going. Get into shoulders. We'll just roll the shoulders. We know what to do. Inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. Okay, we see if we can keep our step going. Roll the shoulders forward. And remember, you move your body any way you want. Sometimes I like to make the forward rolls a little bit more dramatic. Two more forward. And then we roll back. Okay, let's take it to a mountain. So we'll slow down the feet. We'll do the version with the hands open, feet underneath the hips. So here we'll take the time to connect earth, sky, and of course connecting with our own selves. Let's see if we can relax into this structure. Relax into all that is. Another 3 or 4 breaths. Okay, let's shift the weight into one foot. You decide which foot. Pick up the other foot, just play with balance. Anything goes. It's also a good opportunity to just kind of see like where we're at for today, what we're feeling, what part of the body needs maybe more attention or less attention. Another 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, back to the mountain. We'll hang out in the mountain before we play with balance on the other side. So again, let's settle in earth. We can spread out the toes, feel the feet on the earth. Sky, let's imagine the upward poles, base of the skull, crown of the head. And then finally, let's anchor into our own bodies. So kind of look for our own centers. And once you feel settled into yourself, into the earth, the sky, we shift our weight into the other foot and just play around with balance. So again, anything goes, and doesn't even have to be the same as the first side. I know many of us, we really like to do things even, which is noble, but here we're just kind of playing around. And the reason we don't want to do exactly the same thing is we want this side of the body to kind of tell us what it wants, what it needs, and to show us where it's at. So just play around. Anything goes. A few more breaths. Okay, let's land to that foot. Come back into the mountain. You can have the hands facing the legs or forward if you prefer. Just 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, another fun little thing. We're going to work on opening the chest and keep playing with balance. So, arms about here. We'll kind of pull the arms back, lift up the chest, and at the same time see if we can come on the toes. And then we just come back down. So just like popping the chest, coming up on the toes, and then coming down. I'm inhaling up, exhaling down, whatever works for you. And you move the arms however you want. We're just looking for opening, lifting the chest, and then just back to like neutral. And then, coming up on the toes makes it a little extra fun, but we don't have to do the toe lift. Okay, let's go. There's a lot of lymph nodes along the armpits. These types of movements help to flush those lymph nodes. And most of our everyday lives, we tend to do more like rounded activities and movements, like, gardening or working on a computer. So this is also a nice way to counter that. A few more. Okay, release the arms. Maybe a little shake. We'll open up the feet more shoulder distance. Little bend in the knees. And let's just start to swing side to side. Just letting the arms be loose and relaxed. Okay, so we're gonna add some tapping. So we're still letting the arms be loose, but now we're adding the hands. So make like a little fist, tap one side of the belly, the other hand taps one side of the back. So it looks like this from the back, this from the front. Just tapping the belly and the back, not super hard, obviously. It's more like a little knock. Okay, so the hand that's tapping the back, it'll keep going to about the same spot. The front hand that's tapping the front, we're gonna come to just underneath the shoulder. When we do our lung channel, right here, when we do our lung channel massage. Okay, get back into the swing. So just giving a little love and attention to the lungs. When the seasons change, it can be tough for the lungs, especially when we go from like outdoor air to indoor air. Just a few more. Okay, we'll go back to just letting our arms swing. And slowly swing ourselves back to center. Make sure we're at the top of the mat. Sun salutation time. So take a moment, just get back in the mountain, shoulders back and down, neck long. Let's settle into ourselves. Settle into the support from the earth and the sky, from our own breath, from our own bodies. If it feels good, we could look for one or two things to be grateful for. Okay, let's begin. We'll inhale, open up. Lift the arms any way you like. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Hands to earth, step it back to plank. Just one foot then the other. We'll hang out in the plank for a couple of breaths. It could be half plank or full plank or forearm plank, whatever you want. Let's bring it down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. If you prefer child's pose, absolutely fine. Okay, so we'll start shifting from down dog to plank to down dog. So you can do half plank to child's pose, or we could inhale full plank, exhale down dog. So we're just going with the breath, inhaling forward, either half plank or full plank, exhaling down dog or child's pose. Go at your own pace, and as always, add your own flair. A couple more. Okay, let's come back to down dog. We won't stay. We'll go into a standing position. So we'll inhale one leg up. Exhale the foot towards the hands. We'll just make it a regular warrior one. Lower the back foot. Come up when you're ready. So make sure there's enough space between the feet that you feel very comfortable. Front knee about over the ankle. Hips in a line, whatever you want to do with the arms. And I know we were pumping our chest out before, but now it's like we want our bottom ribs to kind of melt in. We might add a back bend later, but not yet. Let's breathe. We'll get ready to play with Warrior 3. So if you have your blocks, you could put them out in front of you. We could also just play with balance. So we'll inhale. Exhale, start to tilt. See if the back leg wants to come up. The hands could be on the blocks or out to the sides, forward or back. Two more if it's okay. All right, we try to keep our balance. See if we can bring that back leg up, come up to standing. And then we'll just catch the knee, open up. Two more here. Okay, so we take the hands away and we just try to do circles. For sure, you know, we can always grab onto something. Change direction. Okay, shake it out. I like doing them that way. You get not only the hip, but all the muscles in the standing leg. All right, we'll get ready for the other side, mountain. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Hands to earth, step it back to plank. So we can add more playfulness to the plank. If we want, we could do shoulder taps. So it's exactly what it sounds like. Tapping one shoulder than the other. Okay, once you've had enough of that, bring it down, knee session. Inhale, cobra. We'll take a little pause in the cobra. Bring it back to down dog or child's pose. 5 breaths before we start forward and back. Okay, so when you're ready, we inhale forward, plank or half plank. Exhale back, down dog or child. Go with your breath. Okay, back to down dog. Or all fours if you prefer. We extend the other leg. Exhale the foot towards the hands. Bring the back foot down. In your own time, come up, warrior one. And then just settle in there. Both legs nice and strong. Remember, do whatever you want with the arms. If they don't want to be up, they could be down, no problem. Just find what feels good. Let's breathe. Okay, get ready for warrior 3. So maybe your blocks are still there. We'll inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to shift our weight. Do what we gotta do if we want to grab the blocks. See if the back leg can lift. We try to keep the hips in a line. If hands aren't on blocks, they could be out to the sides, forward or back. Okay, we try to come up, keeping the balance. Bring the back knee up. Catch it. Open up. And of course, we just do our best. Keep holding. All right, now we'll do the circle. So we just do our best with the balanced circle. Other direction. Okay, shake it out. Let's just do some lymph swings before we get back into it. So we start just shifting the weight forward and back on the feet. Remember those upward pulls. You know, since we're here, we can do a little massage to the base of skull. A little massage to the crown of the head. Once you're happy with the massages, we can drop the arms and let's just keep rocking for a couple of breaths. So just forward and back. And just maybe we can feel how, sure, this is it's not a big movement, but maybe let's see if we can feel the whole body moving. Just kind of let this like swaying movement into every part of ourselves. Okay, we'll gently bring it back to center. If you're not at the top of your mat, make sure you are. Take an extra second, just ground down, rise up. With an inhalation, open up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Step it back to plank. If you want, you could lift one foot and then switch sides. And just kind of go back and forth if that feels good. All right, let's bring it down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come into a sphinx. Just bring the forearms down. Let's do our hamstring curls. If you prefer just having your head down on the mat, absolutely fine. So we get comfortable, nice lifted chest, lifted crown. And then we just bend one leg, then the other. You can move the legs with the breath or not. A few more. Okay, we'll bring the legs down. Turn the toes in, so we'll pigeon toe the feet. And now we'll rest the head on the hands or on the arms. So we actually want the shoulder to be kind of off the floor. The belly just pushing into the floor. And we'll work on our abdominal breathing. So basically, we relax everything as much as possible, but keep working the belly with the breath. So we can actually work the belly with the breath a little more than we normally do. So as we inhale, we can just kind of try to push the belly into the floor. And as we exhale, we can just feel ourselves melting into the floor. So we're going to hang out here a couple of minutes so we can also get into the nervous system. So nothing to do, just relax, breathe with the belly. Take about 10 to 15 more breaths. Again, breathing with the belly. And even though it's a deliberate breath, don't let it stress you out. Just think about massaging the internal organs, feeling the breath in and out of the belly. Okay, we'll stay on the belly, but stretch the arms out in front of us and bring the tops of the feet back to the floor so the legs in line with the hips. We're gonna do our, I guess it's kind of a Superman, but like opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, so we inhale, opposite arm, opposite leg up. They don't have to lift high. The head and the chest can lift too. We exhale down. So we inhale up, opposite arm, opposite leg, exhale down. You go with your breath. Couple more. Okay, hands underneath the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows like they want to touch behind the back. We'll do our cobra up, down. Let's inhale, cobra. Exhale, bring it down. Just go with your breath. Get into your own flow. Okay, the next time we come into cobra, let's hold. So make sure it's comfortable. Just a few breaths. With an exhale, take it back, down dog or child's pose, your choice. At least 5 breaths. All right, next exhalation, let's come to all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Okay, so we already did this standing. Now we're gonna do it all fours, hip circles. So we try to make the weight even through the hands and the knees. Keep the weight even. One knee comes away and we circle. Change direction. Okay, now keep that knee lifted, the foot towards the sky. If we're okay here, the opposite arm can come out. We can reach forward, reach back, as if we want to tap the foot. Maybe we can tap it, maybe not, it doesn't matter. So we inhale the arm forward, exhale the arm back. Two more. Okay. Now, the knee that's up in the air, both hands down. The knee that's up in the air, put it behind the knee that's on the floor. Make the hands underneath the shoulders still, so get into a new tripod. Cat-cow, regular and side to side. We won't do too many of each. So regular cat-cow, inhale up. Exhale down. Go with your breath. Side to side. Change direction. Back to center. So if we can, we'll keep the legs crossed. Walk the hands towards the legs and bring the bum back towards the heel. We just go as far as we can comfortably go. If this doesn't make sense, you could just be sitting. So what it is I have one knee behind the other knee, and then I'm moving back. So my knee's on top of my bottom knee. But don't worry about too much, just 2 or 3 breaths here. All right, so we'll do the whole thing on the other side. So we walk back into all fours. Make sure it's really stable. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So now the other leg comes out to the side. Start your circles. Change direction. Okay, keep the knee bent, but bring the foot up to the sky. Find your balance. We could stay just right here, or we can add the opposite arm. Inhale it forward. Exhale, reach back like you want to touch the foot. And we just continue that movement. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Two more. Okay, hand comes down. The knee that's up crosses over the bottom knee. So it's up, it crosses over the bottom knee. We make the tripod with the hands and the knees. So we're still in a comfortable all fours, regular cat-cows. Inhale up. Exhale down. Go with your breath. Side to side cat-cow. Other side. Other direction. Okay, back to center. So we keep the knees crossed. See if we can walk the hands towards the knees. Move the bum towards the heel. And we just take a few breaths. Again, if this is really uncomfortable, just sit any way you want. All right, we'll come out of it. Whew. And make our way right onto the back. So anything you need to grab, grab it now. So not Shavasana time yet, but get comfortable on the back. Let's keep working those legs a little bit. So we'll keep one foot on the floor, the knee bent. The other leg, let's inhale it up. And we'll just start ankle circles. Other direction. Okay, so we'll get into the core a little more. We just do our best. We inhale here. Exhale, lower the leg just as far as it can comfortably go. So we'll inhale up, lifting the leg. Exhale down towards the floor. And we'll just do a few of those. And the next exhale, let's bring the leg all the way down to the floor, rest it on the floor. And we'll go into a twist. So we have the bent leg, so opposite hand comes to that bent leg, and we just kind of drag ourselves towards the long leg. So we can roll onto the outer edge of that long leg. We try to keep both shoulders down, so we can always scooch the shoulders same direction as the knee. And we'll just take about 5 breaths. We can look away from the knee to kind of finish the twist. Okay, back to center. Both the knees to the sky, feet on the floor. Before the other side, maybe we can just rock the knees side to side. Okay, back to center. So the other leg comes up, and we start to just rotate the ankle. Other direction. Okay, we inhale here. Exhale the leg towards the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just go at your own pace. Couple more. Okay, the next time the leg comes down, keep it down on the mat. Opposite hand goes for the knee. And we just kind of roll over towards the long leg. So we can roll onto the outer edge of the leg, so the baby toe side is down on the floor. We keep both shoulders on the floor. If we need to, we scooch the shoulders over towards the direction the knee's pointing. And then, hang out. Relax into the twist. Okay, with an inhale, roll back to center. And take both knees to the chest. We'll just do some circles. So it could be with the knees bent, pointing up to the sky, just circling the knees. Or if it's comfortable enough, we can straighten the legs and do our circles with straight legs. So however you want to do it, let's just circle. Change direction. Okay, come back to center. Just 2 or 3 breaths with either the knees or the feet pointing to the sky. All right, let's go into our last set of twists. So knees to chest, inhale center, exhale over. And as always, you can do it however you want. You could be keeping the legs together, or it could be one leg at a time. If you feel like working on your core more, the legs could be closer to like 90 degrees or even lengthened out, like almost straight or straight. Okay, let's get ourselves ready for Shavasana, for a deep relaxation. So grab whatever you may need. Make sure that you're warm and comfortable. Oh, and if there's anything else your body wants to do, any other kind of movement or whatever, please feel free. Chin tucked in. And once you're all settled in, nice and warm and comfortable, just feel the parts of the body touching the earth. And let's let ourselves let everything go. Right here, right now, there's nothing to do. Nothing to think. Nothing to control. Give yourself permission to relax. Let's start to wake the body mind. Give yourself a full body stretch when you're ready. And once you're nice and stretched, we'll take the knees to the chest, roll to the right, make a little pillow with the arm, rest in the fetal position for a couple breaths. Okay, with the strength of the arms, we press out. Make our way into any comfortable seated position. And just a reminder, we can always sit on something, blocks, blankets, a chair, whatever. So let's just settle into ourselves. Settle into the earth. Once again, we can imagine those strong, deep roots. Can even imagine breathing with those roots. At the same time, reconnect to the upward pulls through the base of the skull, the crown of the head. And finally, let's settle into the stream of support from above and below. So just let one stream cross into the other. So like from the roots, we go all the way up through the body, the crown, through the stars. From the stars, we go all the way down through the crown, through the body, the earth. And feeling these support systems from above and below, let's settle into our own centers. Settle into our own hearts. Maybe we can even just go ahead, bring the hands to the heart center. Or if you prefer, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, that's fine too. Whatever. Let's just relax into ourselves. Into the earth, into the sky. Connecting with these infinite streams of support, wisdom, love, compassion. Whatever it is that we may need more of, we can breathe it in. Whatever it is we're ready to release, we can breathe it out. Last few breaths here. Let's see if we can soften into ourselves even more, into our own hearts, into these streams of support from above and below. And before we close, maybe we can silently, inwardly, just say something really sweet, really kind to ourselves. It could be an I love you, or a word of encouragement, or an affirmation. whatever it is we're cultivating for ourselves, whether it's inner peace, love, abundance, whatever. If it feels good, we can also extend that to everyone else. It could be to a friend, a family member, or just everyone as a whole or a place. Okay, let's get ready to close our practice. We'll bring the hands to the earth. Take the time to acknowledge, honor the light, the love, the wisdom that flows through ourselves, each other, and all. Namaste. Thank you very, very, very much. I hope you had a good